金正恩和夫人李学楚到机场迎接。习近平和夫人彭丽媛步出舱门，走下行厅，热情握手。
The point here is to reframe and reinforce the idea that Taiwan is subordinate to the PRC and should come under PRC control. Clearly, it has its own ability to run itself at this point. Now, the individual effect of Pyongyang reaffirming Beijing's position isn't great. I mean, the DPRK already has a position that's that affirms and supports the PRC's position. It's really trying to create a pattern of support that's more important. The absence of mentions of denuclearization in the United States suggests that Beijing would like this visit to be cast in terms of the PRC-DPRK relationship on their own terms. It suggests that the PRC values the DPRK for what it is. Now, the additional signaling that comes suggests that the PRC is a channel to the DPRK, so any efforts to discuss any matters of substance needs Beijing's support, its acquiescence, its role. I suppose the economic element is also important, given that Pyongyang has become actually less dependent on Beijing over the past few years. Its support for Russia and its aggression against Ukraine, the supply of troops, ammunition, has meant that it has gotten payment from Russia. It has gotten oil and gas at discounts from Russia. That's helped its economy. So I guess Beijing would like to bolster that part of the bilateral relationship too. We should also look back at the essay that Xi Jinping, that was released under Xi Jinping's name that came before the visit, where there was discussion about anti-hegemonism and anti-militarism. So I suppose this closeness also suggests that the DPRK could be an element in Beijing's efforts to counter what it sees as the U.S. positioning, unfriendly positioning in Asia, and also, as a bulwark against the U.S. alliances with South Korea and also with Japan. I think the anti-militarism bit is particularly interesting at this point in time. We know that Beijing and Tokyo have been seeing their relationship spiral downward recently, and Beijing has been trying to cast the current Takeuchi Sane administration in Japan as militarist. So talking about the ties with North Korea as being anti-militarist, I suppose, is also a veiled, you could call it a veiled threat to Japan, because Japan, of course, one of Japan's key security concerns is North Korea. So in that sense, I guess she is trying to put pressure on the Takeuchi administration. I think the Xi visit to North Korea is interesting in the sense that it's come after a slew of visits to Beijing and high-level meetings that she's been having with European leaders, with, of course, Donald Trump, with Putin. So I suppose this is a broader effort to cast Beijing as central to world politics in the contemporary period, that things have to go through Beijing. Beijing is a mover and shaker, I suppose, that is consistent with this idea of Beijing wanting to show that it is a force to be reckoned with, what it calls a force of stability in the world today.
近平在平壤锦绣山迎宾馆同朝鲜劳动党总书记、国务委员长金正。
We need to see more substantive action. So I suppose we'll have to look at how trade, economic cooperation develops, whether there are more transfers of technology, including military technology, to North Korea that would suggest Beijing's view of North Korea in terms of